because they're we thought prepared. Then after lockdown, then they lost the job or not go to work and have a long leave. So they're not go to work. Then no salary.
That's right.
Yeah, that is make them really stressful because we need still continue to living in Macau.
And they couldn't go back to Indonesia at that time, right?
Yeah,
because there was no flight.
Yes, that
Okay.
one. Then if living in Macau is expensive for rent, for food, and also for the healthy. So for first year in the COVID,
Yeah.
we a lot of stressful friend because cannot when they lost job cannot go back to Indonesia because the flight stop. Then we try for organization, we try to talk to Indonesian consulate how to help them because they also cannot stand back in here in Macau without money, without job. So we have discussed to Indonesian consulate.
Yeah.
Then that time Indonesian consulate have us to representation from Hong Kong. That is more help.
Well,
to
it's
us.
been a year now since, I mean, more than a year now since the pandemic started, right? And so I think everybody pretty much knows like their way around this pandemic, okay? Including, I think, the repatriation involving not only Indonesians but also the Filipinos. I think they start having it regularly these days now. But nevertheless, though, the stress level apparently is still increasing nowadays. So what are the major concerns that lead to the increasing stress level among the migrant workers nowadays?
Now it's still about the income because still there less income.
Okay.
Because
Okay, so the people that lost the job, a lot of them, they already went back to Indonesia.
Yeah.
But now we still have the Indonesian migrant workers and, of course, the other migrant workers as well. And some of you, are you saying that some of you get your salary deducted?
Yeah, because they're not full time working on
Why?
full month.
What's the reason, if I may know?
Because in the company, they only 1 month have 15 days or 2
that's
weeks.
right, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I remember in the beginning of the pandemic, a couple of my Indonesian friends had this problem. I thought it's already done, so it's still happening now.
Still happening. Then also last week, some friend told us if the company also asked them to holiday 2 months.
Yes, unpaid leave. Yeah.
Holiday.
Well,
2
this
months.
is this is very unfortunate. I think we really live in this very challenging era at the moment because it's not just the migrant workers. To be fair, a lot of local people also have to go through this unpaid leave. I mean, take a look at what's been happening over the past few months. A lot of locals even lost their jobs as well. But what I want to know also is, what about the people who work in household? As domestic helper, do they also have increasing stress level?
Some of them is yes, because they lost job, then very difficult to change another
I
job.
heard about that. Yeah, so they lost either they lost the job or even they finished their contract and then they want to change another job or renew. It's a more difficult process now, right? Can you explain why is it difficult?
When now is we know already, so look is more easy because
compared to last year. Okay,
when first time this process, because how to we apply China visa, then how to get vaccine before this, because
all this compulsory for all of you migrant workers, right? The vaccination and the PCR test.
The one, and how to apply China visa for we exit.
That's right. Yeah.
For the process working visa, that one. But until now, actually, some friend is because there not much information. Then they stay in, so cannot get information fast. So still have some friend ask me how to process if I find new job like this. This is some of friend. Oh my God, very very difficult. I said now is we must need agency. We
Mm.
cannot do
Yeah.
by on like before.
Yeah.
So you must find agency. I say like this.
Well, which is why it's good to have people like Yosa here, guys, because, well, let me explain also about her. She is representing the Indonesian Migrant Workers Union,
Yeah.
IMWU, yeah?
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest Indonesian organizations in town, helping all the Indonesian migrant workers in town. And so she's pretty much I think you're also like the mascot of your organization. She's very well known, seriously. Like, I mean, she's been on TV and everything, you know. So, and that's the reason why I decided to invite her, because I think she would be very credible, you know, as a source of information. Now, what I really want to know also is how about the stress level involving demanding employers, particularly domestic helpers? Do you find that in the Indonesian community?
What thing?
Stress level because of a demanding employer.
Employer.
Yeah.
I think
Because
yeah.
the employee is not good, or
Yeah.
you know, not giving enough food or enough sleep. Is this happening also?
The-
Because the Filipinos told us there's a couple of employees that are like that. So
Yeah.
what about among the Indonesian migrant
Same.
workers?
I think same. Like just today, some friend is coming. Then because the employer is very difficult.
Mm.
Like have to make her job is very difficult. Even midnight, she come home, then ask her to clean his clothes. Even 1 o'clock, ask
Oh,
her to
yeah.
wash clothes. That is on
Supposed to be rest time.
yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
So like this, then she asked me to how if I break the contract or how to handle on this station. Like, yeah, there is a
Yeah.
lot of
So this
things,
is happening, yeah.
yeah,
But
happening.
this is what I know is this has been happening for many years actually. There's
Yeah.
always like not all, and the good thing is I think I hear more of these kind of cases in Hong Kong than in Macau,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
good. But it is happening and it has been happening. However, do you think that this sort of case involving like, you know, demanding employees, do you think this is rising? It's increasing, you think, ever since the pandemic? Like, do we get more employers, including those that used to be okay or normal, and then suddenly after the pandemic the employers become more demanding? Do you get this?
Yeah, because like now they're also very difficult to get a new one if the old one worker will break their contract
yeah.
or will leaving. So like some of them become like treat us, if you not continue work with me, then I will break. Please you.
Yeah.
That
So I think it's also I think it begins also with a fear.
yeah.
They're afraid not to have somebody that they can trust to help them with their household, and so
Yeah.
they kind of they resort to threatening.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
It is very unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, this is always happen actually. Even usually, but now like
More during the
yeah,
pandemic. Yeah.
because they're also
Stressed. They're
yeah,
also stressed
yeah,
out. Yeah.
cannot get new one fast.
That's true.
Also, not always get easy
Yeah.
to get the new worker.
Yes.
Like this. So yeah.
And on top of that, also, do you think that it's also? I mean, do you think this would also affect to what we've been talking about? The fact that a couple of local residents in Macau, they also lost their job, and so, you know, obviously, usually if the husband and wife both have good jobs and have more money, and then
Yeah.
suddenly maybe the wife or the husband lose
Lose
the
job.
job, and then suddenly they don't earn the way they did before, and obviously money is a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Do you think this also contributes to the problem that maybe they become more stressful?
Yeah, have also this case. So like, they become the worker not working every day.
Yeah.
Then also not pay full like this, because yeah, they're also not working.
Yeah.
So like
That's true.
they're in house.
Yeah.
So like, okay, you can come only
Yeah.
2 days
Yeah.
one time or
Yeah,
3
because
days
they
one
cannot afford it, right?
Yeah. that
But I heard that well, despite the fact that of course it's not fair. I mean,
Yeah.
but we can understand also because it's not easy these days for local people
Yeah.
even to keep their jobs,
Yeah.
and even if they get, you know, terminated, to get another job, it's not easy. It's true. and which is why I also find some people they somehow can make an arrangement with their boss, and they're happy to have their salary deducted. Do you
Yeah.
find this case also among the Indonesians?
Yes.
Like they're not fighting, but it's because of a very open conversation between the workers and the employers. So they're kind of like, oh, we understand you, mom. You know, we understand you, sir. So it's okay. You can deduct my salary. Is this happening also?
Yes, happening also. Have they also say to me if they agree with the employer, because employer also are always at home not working, so they're only working not full time in the house, so not full salary also.
So that's if you know
For
you have very
visa.
open conversation between your
Boss,
boss, right? And you
yes.
maintain good relationship with them, so you're
Yes.
still happy even if you know, I mean, because this is affecting everybody. It's not
Yeah.
just the migrant workers. It's also affecting companies, which mean then
Yeah.
local people get affected as well. So I think it's the same thing that we discussed last week as well. I think at the end of the day, we just have to make sure to maintain balance, you know, between the migrant workers and the local employers as well, just to make sure that you know. It's not too much, you know. I mean, if you need to decrease the salary, maybe talk about it and give the reason, you know. Although it's not advisable, but at the end of the day, I think a lot of migrant workers also prefer to at least have a job, you know, right?
Yes.
So I think it's good if we can just talk about it rather than, you know, keep on having miscommunication, and because it's tiring, right? You just keep on breaking your contract and find another one, and then because this is pandemic, if you just keep on breaking your contract, you'll find the same type of employers these days anyway. Because once again, like you said, the employers are also stressed out, you know, and so it creates this kind of like negative bubble, unfortunately, that we're gonna have to go through it, you know. Another thing that I want to ask, I mentioned to you earlier that the Filipino migrant workers, a lot of them, they get stressed out, not because of the work, not because of the salary, and everything's fine, but they still get stressed out because they haven't been able to leave Macau. I mean, I can understand though, like even us, the Macau residents, I mean, it's quite stressing to just keep on like visiting, just having staycation here, staycation there, you know, but we're still stuck in Macau at the end of the day, where before the pandemic, we could easily go to Hong Kong, we could easily go to Thailand, we could easily go to Japan, but none now. We can, but come on, think about it. When we come back, it has to be 21 days, you know, so it's annoying. So I can understand why our Filipino friends last week mentioned that that's also one of the problem, but I don't know about the Indonesian. Would this also be a problem as well?
Also happening to me. Like,
how long haven't you been back to Indonesia now? How long?
2 years and a half.
Well, but it means in the early pandemic you had a chance to go back.
Very lucky that one. Very
and
lucky.
you're lucky to be able to come back also,
yeah.
because the border closed down, right?
So that like my relationship with my kid then become stressful.
Of course, yes.
I think this also,
because usually you guys would have like a once a year holiday, is it?
I can go one time to Indonesia also. So like I have promised to my kid if on the graduate I will coming, then pandemic is coming.
That's
so
right.
We cannot. Then this is happened to all friends also, because they cannot go to Indonesia because the flight and the rule, also because some of them is not enough money to send.
That's right.
To family. Then they're not honest to the family if in here actually have some problem.
Yeah, they should actually.
So that is also really make their
of course
stressful.
Of course. Well, talking about you've been stuck in Macau for 2 years. You have actually been in Macau for much longer though. How long have you been working in Macau for?
11 years.
11 years. That's why she knows all the inside guys among the Indonesian community. I call her the honorary consul of the Indonesians here in Macau. I know, just a joke, okay? Anyway, well, thank you so much for information and everything, all the sharings, you know, because it is very important information, you know. So we know now what's happening among the Indonesian migrant workers as well. And if there is issues involving Indonesian migrant workers, so if you guys maybe you have Indonesian migrant workers working for you and you need some information, you can get information from the Indonesian Migrant Workers Union, yeah? IMWU Yosa. Do you want to give your phone number?
Okay.
What's your phone number?
6205 8270.
Okay, can you repeat that again, please?
6205 8270.
That's right, and that is Yosa's number, and she will give you all the information just as an honorary consul would. Once again, joking. But before I say goodbye to you, we have received our second letter from a fan from inside. We always say it from inside. So, hey guys, everybody inside, semua yang ada di dalam semuanya, halo. Terkhusus tentunya Saraswati Ramachandra. Thank you so much for your second letter. We will read your letter in Indonesian as promised just now. Sis Yosa will still share something in Indonesian, which is reading this letter, okay? But once again, terima kasih Saraswati untuk suratnya, kita akan bacakan sekarang. So we're gonna have a read of this, Sis Yosa, before I say goodbye to you. Here, this is the letter.
Okay. Kepada Pak Beto dan Pak Johnson, terima kasih atas ucapan yang Pak Beto dan Pak Johnson sampaikan, dan teman-teman, aku gembira. Aku juga karena aku risau kalau surat yang aku hantar tak sampai di Kumbang Channel. Dan aku juga berterima kasih kepada Kumbang Channel, Pak Beto dan Pak Johnson, karena sampaikan berita yang kadang-kadang kami tidak tahu, karena cuma pada minggu saja dapat dengarkan radio. Pak Johnson, aku minta maaf kalau tulisan aku tidak jelas untuk dibaca. Aku ingin bagi tahu pada teman-teman di luar dan di dalam supaya senantiasa jaga kesehatan, lagi-lagi di pandemik ini. Sekian, terima kasih. Kumbang, kumpul bareng yuk. Saraswati Ramachandra.
Aduh, terima kasih Saraswati. Pak Johnson nggak marah kan? Nggak bisa baca tulisannya Saraswati ya?
Iya.
Nggak masalah Saraswati. Dan ini yang sekarang tulisannya kelihatan jelas ya, Mbak Yosa ya. Ya, untuk teman-teman juga yang di dalam sana nanti kalau keluar, Mbak Yosa ini ya duta, bukan duta besar, tapi dutanya migran-migran. Ya, salah satu duta ya. Ada beberapa ya di Makau ini ya. Dia salah satunya. Jadi silahkan kalau mengontak ya, silahkan mencari tahu Mbak Yosa dari IMWU. Pasti semuanya kenal. Nggak mungkin ada orang Indonesia yang nggak kenal di sini ya. Oke, terima kasih Mbak Yosa. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you're gonna be able to join us again next time. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, and getting back to our music tonight, let me just play you a song by Vanessa Amorosi, still with special Aussie music. This is Absolutely Everybody. Still at Kumbang Channel. Kumbang, kumpul bareng yo. Thank you so much.